Hello everyone, today I'm just going to show you a couple of smaller projects I've put together using the little kit that Irene from Seriously Scrapping on YouTube and on Zibbit sent me for Easter. If you saw that video you will know that it arrived after Easter, but I did say I would make something and so I did. And it's just a couple of little things, but I thought, although the kit was Easter, there was only a couple of pieces of paper that were Easter themed, so I used the rest for different things. And first of all, I made these little cards. Now, these cards are copied from a little card that Hazel sent me, and I'm pretty sure it was Hazel, although there's no name on it. I'm pretty sure it was Hazel. She sent me this lovely little card, and it's really cute, and I sort of had a look at it and thought, I wonder how she made it. And I probably have made it a bit different because I think she may have used a larger piece of paper, but I made a couple for Mother's Day, which is in May in Australia. But I thought, wouldn't they make sweet little Easter cards, obviously, but nice little Mother's Day cards, or any occasion. That one's blank on the back because the particular paper that Irene sent was blank, and they were really easy to make. As you can see, that's how they go, and you pop them in an envelope, and then you open it up and you can write your message on the back there, and then they sit ever so nicely all by themselves. So I've made a couple of those, one for my mother, one for my mother-in-law, using the paper that Irene sent me. And I just used I used one piece of the 6x6 and then a small piece off another sheet, just to, because might be easier on that. As you can see, my paper wasn't quite big enough, so I had to piece it together underneath like that. But there we go. I had these little die cuts in an oval shape in the white that was sent to me some time ago. They're so pretty. So I just cut some coloured paper out and then printed Happy Mother's Day on the front there. I've used the ribbon that Irene sent me on the top of that one, and this lovely little pink lace on the back. Just on the top part there, I thought it just finished it off. I didn't put it down here. I could have had I wanted to, but I decided to just put it up the top and then punched out a couple of daisies and put the flat back pearls on each of those that Irene sent me also. And I've done exactly the same thing here, as you can see, but I have put the pre-made bow on the top of this one, which was in the little kit as well. So I'm ahead of myself now. I have 2 cards put aside for Mother's Day. So thank you, Hazel, for that inspiration. That was wonderful. Okay, let's pop those to the side. The next thing I made was I altered some dolly pegs. Now, I have done this before, and I'll put a link in the description box below of the video I put up. And these are my little dolly pegs. I don't have a whole set of the same kind. I had different types of dolly pegs. So I decided to alter them up using some of the lovely little flowers and things. They remind me of, is it Carmen Miranda? You know, the lady who used to dance around with the fruit on her head? That's what they remind me of. So I've put some of the trims on that Irene sent me. This is the beautiful sequin trim, and I really want to save that for a special project because I love that. I have put the beaded trim around the top, and the last time I made these pegs I used old rings that were broken. Obviously I didn't have any, and I wanted to use the kit that Irene sent me, so I put some of the beaded trim around the base of the top there, and then I've put the little satin flowers on top, and then just a couple of the bling pieces in between the gaps. So that's that one, and then there's this one which is done in the same way, and I love the way these look. I loved them the last time I made them as well. I just think they're really cute. And I did make another one, and I've put the longer dangle trim on it just to show you that, you know, they don't have to be small laces and trims that you could put on these. You can be ribbon or seam binding or maybe washi tape even you could put on them. But this is how the dangle trim that was left over fits on there as well. And I've done the same thing on the top. The only difference here is I added a couple of blue flowers of my own to this because I was running out of flowers, and I like the blue. So there we go. There, I've made those as well with the kit Irene sent me, which kind of went a long way when you think of it. And the next thing I made, I might just have to move these a little bit. So the last thing I made was a banner, or bunting, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know if it'll fit in shot, but it says inspire, as you can see. And I just thought, well, it's very spring-like, isn't it? It's really pretty colours. It can work all year round. You could do it for a birthday party, you could do it for a baby shower or anything like that. But the colours work together so very pretty. In between each, I've put a piece of the dangle trim just hanging down. I've used 2 pieces of the paper for, you know, I've put a lovely floral on the front, and then I've backed it with a plain colour paper that Irene sent me. I've used another paper, it's like an orangey colour, for the larger circle, and then I just printed out the words inspire and punched those out. Also, I've used the beautiful, oh, this is lovely ribbon, this is beautiful ribbons around in between each of the buntings, just to add a little bit of prettiness, and cut one of the little, what are they called, the little blings out and put those in the middle. As you can see, it's quite a nice sized piece of bling. So I've got a couple of pieces, so that's pretty much it. I'll lay it down and I'll take photos and add it to the end of the video, just so you can see. I strung it all together with this lace that was also the kit was wrapped in, so I used that as the string all the way along, and I've left the ends like that. Whether I might just glue it into a loop like that. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to attach it yet, so I've just left the ends as they are until I've made my mind up. So they were double-sided papers, the ones I used for this, and I think it's just ever so pretty the way it turned out. Not a hard project to make at all. Something very easy to make if you don't have a die cut machine or anything like that. All I did, I'll show you. I've got a few pieces of paper. Okay, so this piece of paper, let me just see if I can. It's really, really easy. I'll just kind of make, alright, so that's a piece of paper. All I did to make all the buntings was I folded my 6x6 piece of paper in half, and I just went, I just went like that, and then of course I made sure I'd got the middle point correctly, and the other one, you know, made the other style like that. Obviously I measured it a bit better than that, so it was a very easy way to make a bunting, and I really liked the way it turned out. So they are my little projects for the kit that Irene sent me for Easter. But like I said, the kit is very versatile and can be used for many different things, I think. So thank you for joining me today, and thank you so much for sending that through, Irene. I'll put a link to her store in the description box below. She often has sales. I think I saw something come up on Facebook on the weekend So just check, there may still be a sale on, and this particular kit was very cheap, I thought. I mean, I still have stuff left, look. I have this little bit of embellishments, a few flowers, I have a couple of flat back pearls. So you can see out of a whole kit, I still have those little things to play with there. And I still have, some offcuts of paper, but I have 1, 2, and I have 3 full pieces of paper left as well. And they're really pretty papers. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So yes, a very well priced kit. Okay, thank you for joining me.